Hello, in front of me I have Honor 600, and in this video I'm going to show you the best hidden feature in MagicOS 10 that you should enable. Okay, we can begin with the Smart Island Notification Capsule, which is also called the Magic Capsule, and let me show you where you can find it and where you can enable it. So first, open up the settings. Now keep scrolling down until you find notifications and the status bar. And here we have the Magic Capsule. Tap on that. Now you can read what it provides. So the Magic Capsule provides instant services to improve your efficiency. A really short description actually. Down below we have the system services and the things that we can enable that will appear on that island, on that capsule. We have the screen recording, face recognition, recording, media playback, and the clock also. It's up to you what things you want to enable. For now, I'll stick to the things that are currently in here. And now let me show you how it works. So, for example, we have the screen recording, and it will appear right in here. So let me quickly launch the screen recorder, which is right in here. And it works in that way. Okay, I can accept to the audio. That's the Magic Capsule. So it simply appears right in here next to our camera. That's the Magic Island. We also have quick access to the screen recorder. When we tap on that, we don't need to open the notification bar. We just need to tap on the capsule and it appears and we have a quick access to it. If you want to stop, simply hit the button. Now it disappears and our screen recording has been saved. It also works for the clock, for example. Let me show you. I'll add the timer, maybe for 3 minutes. I'll start that, I will close it up, and as you take a look, it's still here on my Magic Capsule. If I tap on that, it appears and I can stop, I can pause or completely stop the timer. So that's how it works. Pretty easy thing, but worth enabling. Next thing is the one-handed mode. To open it up, go to accessibility features. And here we have one-handed mode. Make sure that it's enabled. And here we have a tutorial how to launch it. It's a little bit different. It depends which navigation mode you're using. We have the 3-key navigation shortcut and also the gesture shortcut. I'm using the gestures currently. And now, to enable that, when you're using the gestures, you gotta slide on the bottom edge and then hold a little bit. And now we are in one-handed mode. To exit it, you just need to tap on this blank area. But now let me show you that everything is fully responsive. Just like the description says, it's one-handed mode and it's easier to use our phone. I can, for example, launch the camera and then start taking pictures. Everything is fully responsive. I can, for example, turn on my browser and it's simply more comfortable to use the phone in one hand and this mode turned on. If I tap on the blank area, the one-handed mode turns off. Okay, next thing is the Edge panel for the shortcuts. Open up the settings, then again go to accessibility features, go to multi-window, scroll down, actually it's in here, Magic Sidebar, my bad. Swipe inward from the edge of the screen and pause to launch Magic Sidebar, which supports AA service recommendations and quick opening of apps in floating window or split screen mode. You gotta enable it right in here. Down below we can select the launch mode, swipe inward from sidebar or swipe inward from screen edge. I'll stick to the screen edge. We also have the style. It can be 2 columns or 1 column. We can also enable in here the AI recommendation and enable or disable to show app names. Okay, let me show you. Slide from the edge and now release the finger. That's our Magic Sidebar. In here we can quickly open up the Magic Terminal portal, quickly open up the settings, open the Chrome, calculator, use AI memories, open up the notes, gallery, files, Honor AI, and the calculator. If you click on those 3 dots, you can edit your sidebar. So for example, I can get rid of the apps that I don't want. Click the edit button on the left side, and let's say that I don't want the files in here, the calculator, and instead of that I want to have maybe messages and the Google Maps. If you want to save, hit the button, and if you tap on the icon in the bar, it will open in the floating window. To adjust the size of the floating window, simply grab its edge, you can also change its position on the screen. Simply grab it. You can also minimize it. Now it will be sticked to the edge. And if you click this bar, this small bar in the middle, you can enter the full screen. You can also enter the split screen. That's cool for multitasking. Maybe I'll open up the browser, and now we have 2 apps open at the same time. Every app is fully responsive. Currently I don't have the Google account, so the browser won't launch, but that's how it works. So that's when it comes to our sidebar. It simply provides us a quick access to the most necessary things. Okay, another thing is knuckle screenshot and tap to wake. Open up the settings, go to accessibility feature once again, and now go to shortcuts and gestures. In here we have the gestures. Let's go with the screenshot, and we have the knuckle screenshot. We also have partial screenshot, scroll shot, and the 3-finger screenshot. Currently, when it comes to 3-finger screenshot, the gesture is selected for the AI memories, but if you want, you can turn it off completely or select it for the screenshot. The AI memories works in that way that it saves web pages, videos, documents, images, and more. But let's begin with the normal screenshot first. Use your knuckle and knock twice. The screenshot will be saved. We also have the partial screenshot. Simply draw an O and now select the part of the screen that you want to take a screenshot of. Let's say maybe this part. As you take a look already on the right side of the screen, we have apps that we can basically copy the part of the screen to one of those apps. We can also extract the text, edit our screenshot, for example, draw something on it, or simply save it by clicking this button. When it comes to the scroll shot, knuckle and draw an S. Okay, it's taking the scrolling screenshot, boom. And now it also has been saved in our gallery. Of course, you can normally take a screenshot by clicking the power button and volume down. It also works. If you click this icon next to the scroll shot, you will open up this menu. That's the same menu that has appeared when I was creating the partial screenshot. And that's also the edit button right in here. You can, for example, draw something, and many, many more. But let's go back to the settings though. And shortcuts and gestures. Let's go to screen on and off. We have in here raise to wake, double tap to wake, or double tap to turn off the screen. That's the things that are worth enabling. We can enable all 3. Let's begin with the raise to wake. Let's turn off the screen. Our phone is currently laying flat. And when I'll raise my phone, the screen will be turned on. But currently I have the AOD, so that's why it still shows. Okay, now it has disappeared. Now when I will raise my phone, the screen will be automatically waking up, just like that. Release the thing. Let's wait until it turns off again. Now the double tap, that's how we can wake the screen. And it works in the same way when we are using our phone. We are on the home screen, and when you double tap on an empty space, the screen also will be turned off. That's pretty useful because let's say that our phone is laying flat. We just want to quickly check do we have some notifications or check the hour. We just double tap and then we can double tap again and the screen will be turned off within a few seconds. Okay, now let me show you how you can enable the smart app suggestions. To do it, open the settings, go to Honor AI, and in here we have the AI suggestions for the apps. Recommend apps based on the scenario and your usage habits. If you click on Learn More and then Agree, you will be able to see simply more. Then click on App Suggestions. In here we have the recommended apps and the quick services. We can enable that for tips. And in here we have all apps that we can enable or disable for the app suggestions. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.